Hey guys, it's your resident caveman. Today I'm going to show you how to create a new village in Clash of Clans. And if you're new, the first time you start the app, this is what you'll see. So the lady that pops up is there to guide you through. Not just through the initial creation of your village, but you'll see her image throughout the game as an icon for information. Now she's going to take your hand and guide you through what I would call on-the-job training, which is basically a tutorial with text bubbles and guide arrows, which is kind of a no-brainer way to get started, but it is pretty helpful, even for kids I think, although kids probably catch on faster than some of us. So right off the bat, she gets you shopping. Such a girl, right? That was a bit cavemanish of me, wasn't it? Sorry. Of course, as soon as you get a cannon built, the goblins attack. Luckily, your cannon makes quick work of these little buggers. At this point, the game tries to get you familiar with attacks by sending some wizard troops from a place called Ivory Tower. These are now your troops to command, and once you place them in battle by touching the screen, they don't come back to camp. They basically die on the battlefield whether you win or lose. So technically they absorb back into their earth. Since these wizards are pretty powerful, I decide to only place a couple in this first battle. I'm saving the rest for now. I have plans for them. Whoa. Now it's cool that when you attack, you don't have to use all the troops in your inventory. Now you're going to need to start building up your village. So again, we hit the shop and hire another worker using some of the gems that they gave us. Now you can have 5 builders max, but honestly I've been playing a while with different characters on different devices, and I got a 3rd builder early on and mostly didn't see the need for more, but again, to each his own. So in order to do stuff, you're going to need resources, right? So you build collectors, which get elixir and gold from the ground. As you go, you can upgrade and build more collectors, so you have plenty of resources to build and train. You also need storages for these things. Now keep in mind, one way to get resources, and probably the coolest and quickest way, is to plunder and pillage. Ah! However, the flip side is that others want your stuff too, hence Clash of Clans. Now with those goblins around, keep in mind the game won't be sending any more free wizards. Now your village has a camp where your troops will hang out, but to put them there, you have to train them. So you'll want to build yourself some barracks and get to training. Now in this case, I still had some wizards and can only train a few barbarians at the moment. So your goal is to build strong enough troops to conquer other villages and build strong enough defenses to protect your loot and of course your town hall from raiders. Once your camp's full, the game takes you back to single player map and you can start your next raid. And of course, since I still have wizards here, I distract the archers with a few barbarians, then drop one wizard back a little since he has more range, and BAM! Blew that tower away. Now the first couple attacks they put you in is what they call single player missions, and the single player mission board has basically 50 goblin run villages or camps, which range in difficulty and with increased amount of loot. Another thing to consider is that in single player missions there's no time limit, so literally as long as you can keep the screen active you can study the village to plan the best attack. When you eventually attack other players, each battle has a time limit of 3 minutes. The goal in a raid is to get 3 stars. 1 star for getting 50% destruction, 1 star for destroying the town hall, and you get a 3rd star if you get 100% destruction. Once the basic tutorial is finished, you need to give yourself a name. You're the chief of your village, so make it good. How about Captain Mech? I like that. Since we kind of outgrew our town hall, we can do a quick upgrade. And the little redhead girl, like in Charlie Brown, you can still touch her face. And there you'll find some achievements, which will get you gems. So now it's pretty much freeform building and arranging, so depending on how many builders, you can start to place your stuff. So I'm going to show you here how I think through setting up this village. You'll notice lots of trees and bushes and rocks, which kind of interfere with where you want to put stuff. So you can take some of these things out of the way if you can pay. What I mean is, trees cost elixir to remove, and stones cost gold to remove. But it sure helps to be able to put your stuff where you want. Another cool thing is that you can move your stuff at any time, and it costs nothing just to move them. Only building and upgrade costs. I like to get resources going. I mean, if you want to build faster, you need some loot. So there's some players who super focus on attack only strategy, so they don't upgrade collectors at all. The thought there is that when raiders come knocking, there's not enough easy loot to steal, so they move on. I don't really care for that method. After raids against your village, you'll notice little tombstones lying around. These are what's left of the enemy. You can touch on them and get a small amount of elixir. So now I want to talk about the heart of your village, your town hall, which you'll see referred to a lot in chat as simply TH. That's basically your key to what you can do. Your town hall is what unlocks your ability to get stuff and to build things. The higher level your town hall, the more things you can build, the more upgrades you can do, the more powerful your village gets. Sometimes shields can be useful if you plan to be away, but can be pricey. There's things like chat. You can see where you rank in the world, stuff like that. If you like to get social, go ahead and connect your stuff. It can prove helpful if you discover that friends you didn't even know played are Town Hall 8 or so. Who knows? There's two main strategies I consider when setting up. One, speed building. That means leaving your town hall out in the cold to be a sacrifice. So sad. But what that does is when a player attacks you and gets a star, it activates a shield for your village, which keeps you safe and your loot safe for 12 or more hours. Strategy 2. Trophies. Whenever you beat another player, you get trophies. If you want the status, that's what you do. The more stars, the more trophies. So if you protect that town hall of yours, you minimize the loss of trophies and you increase with raids to go up. One way to accomplish this is to leave collectors out in the cold. That lures attackers into crash and grab for quick loot, leaving your town hall unscathed and trophy level intact. You'll have to decide for yourself which route might be best eventually, and that will depend on how much time you have to be in the game. I will say this, it's easy enough to change your mind. Move stuff around and go to the other route if you find that that strategy is not working for you. I mean, be bold. Besides, some people go up and down on purpose. They go down to go farming, and that's where you use cheap troops and seek out just high loot villages, and then back up to gain status. The cool thing about this game, like in real life, it's learn as you go. In real life, some people are content with engaging just a little, and some engage a lot. And in the game Clash of Clans, you're rewarded as such. So of course in time you can decide for yourself what level of devotion you have. Defenses like cannons, archer towers are best when they protect the most stuff. It's good when they protect each other too. A cool thing about the way the game works too is that all the stuff that you built, they self-repair. What that means is that even when goblins or other players attack, you don't have to worry about having your builder fix everything in town. He can focus on new builds and upgrades. Now, I want to mention that this game offers in-app purchases. And what that means is that a player can use real money to buy gems. These gems can then be used to speed up your progress and in many ways, such as finishing builds and upgrades faster, buying resources, buying shields to protect your village from looters, stuff like that. You do get some gems when you start, and you can acquire more as you play by removing trees and stuff, and by completing certain tasks. You get them as rewards for those. Now me, I play slow and steady. I'm in for the long haul, so I personally don't buy gems, but again, to each his own. In a nutshell, Clash of Clans is a game of strategy where you can engage in battle or teamwork with other players around the world. Each player has the ability to advance with or without the help of others, and can choose whether to interact via a chat bar. Both scenarios, solo or team, have their advantages and disadvantages. When you join a clan, for instance, you have an obligation to play more often and donate troops. And if you get in a warring clan, you'd better participate. One key advantage of being in a clan is that you may receive higher level troops, and you can even train on your own and to help protect your village while you're away and carry into battle. If you haven't figured, I really enjoy this game and play it daily. I've been in clans and been on my own, and I lead a clan as well. I personally find it more enjoyable in a clan and like the interaction. I'll try and keep you posted as to clans I may be in, so I hope to see you there. For those of you who already play, this is simply a walk down memory lane. But if you've never played or never even heard of Clash of Clans, I encourage that after watching this video, click the link in the description to download the app and join in the fun. There's also a link to a commercial which aired during Super Bowl, so you gotta check that out as well. Anyways, so if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe. Till next time, clash on.